Hey guys, how you doing? This is Peter Gracey, People Profile. This morning I drove out and I went over to a veterans park to do some walking, and I saw a couple homeless guys over there. Actually, I saw one homeless gentleman and a lady, and it's 57 degrees right now, and it's for Florida, that's sort of chilly. I am pretty sure that they would like something warm to drink, so I'm just gonna stop at McDonald's here and get a couple cups of coffee and take it back there and give them something to drink. I know it's kind of chilly, so we gotta warm their stomachs up. What we have doesn't make us who we are. What we have doesn't make us who we are, so we can't take life for granted. Here we go. Hey, ma'am. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Sure.
There you go. I remember I told you I helped you guys.
Yeah.
Just grab a cup right here.
Okay.
All right. Grab a cup of creamers.
Okay.
Okay. There's some sugar.
Sure. A couple of sugars.
All right. Here's a spoon. Here's a spoon right here.
Okay.
Just grab a spoon.
Okay.
What's your name?
Diane.
Diane. I'm Peter.
Okay.
I try to help you guys because
Yeah.
I was poor at one point,
Okay.
and I try to
Sure.
make sure that you go back. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's nothing for self.
Yeah.
It's just helping.
Okay.
It's just loving.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
If I'm around and you see me and you should need anything
Uh-huh.
and I can help at the
Yeah.
time, don't be afraid to ask.
Okay.
This is what we do.
Okay.
All right?
Great.
You have a good day.
You too.
All right. Boss, you like a cup of coffee? This is what I do, man.
Oh, right on,
I
brother.
just go around and,
Well, thank you. Calm down.
just grab a cup. Grab a cup.
Oh, right on.
Get your sugar and your creamer.
Right on. Thank you so
What's your
very
name,
much.
man?
Oh, they call me Wolf, and this is Miss Casey Jones.
Miss Casey Jones. Whoa,
Hey.
Miss Casey Jones.
Stupid. I know you can't help yourself.
Get your stirrer.
Oh, stop. You good?
You good?
Right on. Oh, yes, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
Hey, you too. You have a very blessed
All right, what's your name, man?
Will.
Will. My name is Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I normally listen to you guys' stories and share it so I could try to get you guys help. Because I know what it is. Trust me, I know what it is. But that's your coffee. I see you all the time walking around.
Picking up cans. I
Yeah.
just turned in a load.
That's your cans right there?
Yeah.
How much you get for your cans?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah?
Big bag like that, not $5 if I'm lucky.
So you have to pick up a lot of cans, man.
An awful lot of cans.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got about 450 today, 465.
Yeah? I always see you walking around. If I see you walking around and I have something, I'll stop and help you out, man. How did you become homeless?
I'm gonna tell you,
Huh?
it seemed as though when I made a transformation
Uh-huh.
with God in Christ
Yeah.
to stop drinking,
Mm-hmm.
stop smoking pot, nobody liked me anymore.
Really? So
Strange,
the,
isn't
so
it?
the group of people you were hanging out with.
Well, I was doing a lot of construction work,
Okay.
and these people, a lot of them were the worst of the worst. A lot of people, most construction people will have beer after work, sit around and have a few beers, which I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
But a lot of these people were going to work first thing in the morning,
Yeah. Drinking and
before
all.
they even go to work.
Yeah.
And I get away from them. I say, look, I'm not doing this anymore. I didn't drink in the morning, only after work. But I stopped drinking. My stomach got real.
Yeah.
So I'm 13 years sober now.
Nice. Nice.
Good. I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
So, and everybody treats you like you're a traitor.
Like a trader?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not part of the gang anymore.
Yeah.
So, something goes wrong on a job site. Oh, he did it, and he's the one that did it.
Yeah.
And they all stick together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't want him here anyway.
Yeah.
He's not one of us.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, okay. And start stealing my tools, I just horrible. I work a little bit. I don't want you to think that I can't get any work because I do a little bit of lawn work for people, painting.
Hmm.
So
So you still go around look for jobs too, whenever you can.
I know a few people,
Oh, okay.
and when they have stuff for me to do, I.
Here's napkins if you want napkins.
I'm good.
Are you good? Just take it. You may need it.
So
Yeah.
it's plus I'm getting a little older now. I'm 63 years old, so going out doing heavy construction lifting and 10-hour days. I mean, the days were just long and hard, and that's a little bit rough for me to hang in there for 8 or 10 hours now.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That's part of it too. But
Were you a veteran? Are you a veteran?
yes,
Yeah. Do you get help from the VA? I'm a veteran myself.
you are.
Yeah. Do you get help from the
What
VA?
branch?
Navy Reserves.
Navy Reserve?
Yeah.
I was regular Army.
Regular Army.
Yeah.
What was your MOS?
Medical specialist
Medical specialist.
out in Fort Riley, Kansas.
Fort Riley, the big red one, man.
Yeah, you
The
go.
big red one.
You know.
I know, man. The big red. You're always out in the field, bro.
4th of the 63rd Armored Division.
Oh yeah,
Tank
yeah.
unit.
Yep. I know
So we were out
exactly.
there at tank gunnery
Yeah.
right outside of Junction City, Kansas.
You know, but do you go to the VA at all to get benefits?
I'm going to tell you, I talked to a couple of people, and I got an honorable discharge. It wasn't dishonorable, nothing, but I don't know if you are familiar with reading like government reports like the VA hospital and stuff. They're saying the incompetence, you got to go back over and over and over and over again to get help. Have you read the papers about...
I try to keep up with it a lot, but sometimes I just get carried away.
But there was things in the paper just in the last year or so that the waiting lines and people getting help there. These people that are sick,
Uh-huh.
not people that just want help with rent assistance or anything
Yeah.
like that. They're sick, and they're waiting all kinds of time. They can't. Some of them can't get any help at all, and that's what I ran into. So I don't even bother
Yeah.
with it.
What are you hoping for change? What would you like to
I
see?
don't know. That's the thing about it. I don't really know because you get into doing this and you just get so tired of what people are doing. I think that the country's on a downward
Yeah.
trajectory.
Yeah.
It's heading down real bad. And I just don't even know. I got a few people, when they need stuff done and stuff, they get a hold of me and I make a few bucks. And I got a little tent that I built. That's
Where's your tent?
it's out in the woods,
Okay.
up the road a ways, big patch of woods. And I'm looking at where the country's going and what people are doing, and I'm saying, I don't even know if I want this.
Yeah.
It's strange. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
You know, the fact that you changed
What
your...
do you do?
Me?
Yeah. What's your job now? Yeah, you hesitated there. There's something you don't want to say.
No,
Already.
I can say
I can see it.
I can say anything. My passion though is to give back.
What do you do though? What's your work? What do you?
I work with a non-profit organization called People Profile.
Huh?
We recognize ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Not only that, but we go out and seek the stories of ordinary people. You know, we talk to them to get their mission enhancing stories, because what you're saying to me today can actually help someone else. You know, and so we make it this domino effect.
Well, but you want to know? I don't know if you know who Acres Media is. They do the Style magazine.
Yes,
Do you know what that is?
I always see it in the little
Outside of the building.
in those little cart, those
Right.
little stands. Yeah.
And the little stands.
Mhm.
And I talked to a guy named Fred Lopez.
Mhm.
He was a photographer. I don't believe he works there anymore. He's a wonderful guy. And he was doing the same thing you're doing. He'd come up and I want to hear your story.
Yeah.
And he told me that they want to put me on the cover of Style magazine. And he says, 'cause you got that look of a home. Yeah, you got the look that the head publisher or whatever
Yeah.
likes. I started laughing already. I thought, come on. So, and he said, we want you to give us a big story in Style magazine on homeless people. I said, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear.
Mhm.
a lot of these guys, they get $1,000 a month disability. So we started talking about this. And liberal people, I don't know what your persuasion is, conservative or liberal, but liberal people always say he needs more money, he needs more money, he needs more money, he needs more money. I said, Fred, I says, a guy gets $1,000 a month. You got all these food giveaway places here. You can get all the food you want in Leesburg. Whether or not you believe that or not, you can.
Right, the food banks.
Oh, there,
And
churches,
Publix and churches and yeah.
There's so many of them. And I said, Fred, you go out, you spend $500 a month on rent. He said, man, you can get a place for $350. I said, but you want it to be halfway nice. You don't want to be a rundown neighborhood. $500 a month. I said, you spend $200 on electrical, $250. I said, you're up to $750. He said, well, if they watch their usage a little bit, you might be able to get by with $150 or something. I said, hey, we're going to run the ACs and leave the windows open all day long.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to run up a bill, $250. I said, after that, you got cable, another $100. He said, well, cable's not really a necessity.
That's a luxury.
And I said, well, we're going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Every station you can get $100, $150. Everything they got. I said, you only have to $900.
Yeah.
I said, you got $100 left over. And I said, you're going to get all the food that you could possibly eat. And plus you get $200 in food stamps.
Yeah.
On top of all the food giveaways, I said, what else do you need?
Yeah.
I said, so you're at $900 and you get $1,000. And he was telling me you get an apartment for $350 instead of $500. I said, these people got drug problems. They got alcohol problems. They're out here playing around with loose women on the street, giving them money, crack cocaine, crystal methamphetamine, all this stuff. You got to see some of this stuff. It just, man, it'll make you cry. If you really care about people, it'll make you cry. It really will. And I tell people, I'm supposed to be out here right now giving you a story. Oh man, nobody will help me, and I'm this. They won't give me any disability, and if they did, it's not enough, and then I'll go crying. And then the minute you walk away, they go running for the dope dealer and the convenience store to get loaded up on nonsense. And I said, most people, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
They want to hear that the government needs to do more, and everybody needs to do more, and everybody needs to do more. And I'm not going to sit here and stick up to these people that way because it's not the way it is. And people say, well, you're hurting yourself by taking this attitude. I said, I don't care if I hurt myself. I'm going to tell the truth. And there's a few people out there that need help and would really appreciate the help. You want to hear some of the things that I've heard people say. A nice person that wants to help somebody and give them a few bucks, and the person turn around and walk away, and they say, boy, what a sucker. And I told the guy, I've done this twice now, and I tell the guy, I said, look, the guy's trying to help you out. Well, yeah, why can't you be appreciative? Why do you call the guy a sucker? Or he's a fool, or he's an a-hole? What's wrong? You better shut up or we'll beat your ass right now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Wow.
That's not good.
I'm not here to hear anything specific. I'm not looking for ratings. I don't have a magazine. I really don't care about the ratings. What I really care about is you.
Well, that's good.
That's it. There's nothing else. As I said, and I mentioned before, the only time you look down on the person is when you're helping them up. There's this, nothing we have makes us who we are.
Right.
You can't carry it with you when you're done. So when you see someone, I was less fortunate at one point, and so I have a passion to.
What is your nationality?
I'm Jamaican.
That's what I figured.
Yeah? You ever went to Jamaica?
No.
You should, man. You should take a trip. You're going to take a trip to Jamaica one day. Trust me. Yeah. So what do you is there anything that you're
I'm just basically, the best way I can describe myself, I'm just existing day to day. And when I had a guy one time, and I tell him, I had people try to do some of the craziest things in the world, thinking it's going to help you out. And I told the guy, if I can get 2 or 3 square meals in my belly every day, I'm happy. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what? Every time I speak to a homeless person, they all have something in common. Most of them gave their lives to the Lord.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
that's what they say. Who am I to say it's not true?
Right.
I can't judge them.
I was just gonna say, you can't judge, but
I can't judge, and I
I
can't
will
be
tell-
prejudiced. I can't prejudge.
I would tell you right now, be very careful with that though,
Yeah.
because let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Somebody goes to church. I'm not just talking about a homeless person, 'cause I
No.
see it in churches. I don't go to
Anyone,
church.
right?
I don't go to church,
Right.
but I'll sit down and read that Bible. I read it for an hour yesterday.
Yeah.
But when a person goes to church and he loves God and he loves Jesus and he gives his life to the Lord, and then he walks out the door to church and he sees some old woman who is not business savvy.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Not business savvy. She don't know. And he's got a product or whatever it is he does or sells for $50. And he says, well, she don't know what the hell's going on. I'm going to charge her $100.
Yeah.
Has he given his life to the Lord? Come on.
I see exactly what you're saying.
Come on. Has he given his life to the Lord?
That's what he
yes
said.
Or no?
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
But you have to make a determination.
Hmm.
I get into this with other people, the Roman Catholics. I had a kid one time come up and preach to me about God and Christ. And I asked him about the Vatican. And he said, I'll tell you what I said, you might turn around and run.
Right.
I said, the Vatican is a cesspool. Now, your previous Pope Benedict,
Hmm.
he said it is nothing but a bunch of poisonous homosexual factions trying to get somebody from their faction elected Pope so they can steal more Vatican money out of the banks.
Right.
And your Christian nuns just last year condemned the Vatican for their behavior. You know what their behavior is, don't you?
Yeah.
They were into sodomizing young altar boys. That's not good. Do you believe these people have given themselves to God, Jesus Christ, or they're just in it for the money and man, that's the biggest, most elegant, I call it the most elegant gay boy club on the planet Earth is what I call it. And people get offended. I said, look what the Pope just said about it,
Yeah.
and look what the nuns just said about it.
Right.
I said, do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not judgmental.
No. I understand what you're saying. What you're doing is
Reading the Bible and looking at what God tells me,
Mhm.
and then applying that, what God is teaching me, applying it to what I see in people, and I say, he hasn't given himself to me.
right.
He's a pile of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the first person to say I'm not the cleanest person.
Me? I have sinned.
You know what I'm saying?
I have sinned.
Listen, the person who has never sinned, let them cast the first stone.
Yes, I know. He's not out here. Jesus came through a while back, but that was about it.
He's not here.
I think he's not here.
So, well, you're a very interesting fellow.
What I'm trying to explain to you is there's a fine line between being judgmental. Now, if I go out and I follow you around all day long, and I'm looking over your shoulder every second, you better not do that. You're
Yeah.
sinning. You better not do that. You're sinning again.
Yeah.
Christ would probably come up to. I can't speak for God and Christ, but he would probably come up to me and say, "Well, why are you running around pointing your finger at this guy all day long?
Yeah.
You're not perfect. Why don't you work on your own sins?"
Yeah.
So that's what I try to do. You see me smoking a cigarette when I was.
Mhm.
That's all I got left. I haven't had a marijuana cigarette in almost 14 years.
Wow. Totally clean.
Cleaned it before I went off of beer. I used to be a pot beer guy,
Yeah.
but it's been a long time. And I may end up going to work with a guy who I talked to him Thursday or Friday, and he may use me for some. He's thinking about getting a lawn business back together,
Right.
and he's got a medical marijuana card. And he was talking to me about it. So I would assume somewhere along the line, should I go to work with him, he's probably going to be doing this, do this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, no.
But that's totally up to you
Yeah.
to take it or not to take it,
Right.
because you have free will,
Right.
and you have to, and you make choices on your own.
And you want to know something? I believe marijuana is far less physically harmful to a person than alcohol. I don't see anything really. When I was smoking pot, I didn't see any real bad negative effects from it. Nothing like alcohol. But it's just the point of it that law enforcement and people, judges, and in this country will look at you like you are the worst person in the world because you smoke marijuana. And now they turn around and they say it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and smoke. And I'm looking at these people. You know, before you passed the law to make marijuana legal, I was the worst person who ever existed.
Yeah.
And now it's perfectly fine. I can smoke it and I'm fine. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Conditioning, man. They're conditioning you to believe a certain way at one point, and they recondition you to believe opposite. So you just have to make up your own mind and do what you want to do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
But
So is there anything that you need?
not right now.
Not right now.
I have people who, when I work for people, I do a little paint and lawn work. Sometimes I can make as much as $200 or $300. And if I watch myself very carefully, $300 will last me a couple of months because it's nothing but Save-A-Lot. I don't know if you're familiar with Save-A-Lot.
Right around the corner.
They're a lifeline for me.
Yeah.
And
Save-A-Lot and Dollar Tree.
yeah, Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Will, I'm glad I met you, Will.
Good to meet you.
Man. I'm glad I met you, man.
It's good to meet you too.
You know, if I'm around and I see you anywhere or whatever, I want to stop and talk. I just want to talk to you.
Okay.
I just like talking to people, man. I like helping people, talking to them, and just sometimes give them a shoulder to lean on. That's it. What else is there? Nothing. What we collect, what we gather, that's not us. Those are things. That's vanity. We can't carry it with us, Will. You know? So we just have to live good.
Ecclesiastes.
There you go.
Have you read it?
Huh?
Have you read it?
Which one?
Ecclesiastes. Everything is vanity. You read it in the Bible.
Ecclesiastes. Yeah, yes.
Everything
Everything
is
is vanity. We can't. You ever see a hearse, a Brinks truck driving behind a hearse?
Yeah, no.
You'll never see that. You
I've
know?
heard that before.
You can't take it with you. The only thing we can take with us is the energy that we have.
You die and God decides whether you're worth.
What happens next? You know, that's it. You know, after a while, everyone forgets about you, and
Oh, sure.
you never existed. 100 years from now, who's going to know me?
Yes.
But
Exactly.
while we're here walking around, we have to leave a mark, and that mark comes out of love.
Right. I say it a little bit different, but it's basically the same thing.
Right.
When you're here, this is supposed to be a school, and God wants you to learn, and He wants to learn what He's teaching you, which is basically love
Mm-hmm.
for your fellow man, and how to behave in a civil manner, how to behave, your interactions with people, honesty and decency, and I believe that's what it's all about, which is basically what you're saying.
Yeah,
Slightly different, but the same. So I mean that's what I believe it is. We're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
We
Man.
just say it a little bit different, but it's the same page.
Yeah.
And you can accumulate billions of dollars in wealth. How many Hollywood actors and actresses do you see committing suicide? And rock stars, Prince and Chris Cornell and Carrie Fisher and all these people.
Yeah.
They have unbelievable amount of money. Whitney Houston, all these people. Why they commit suicide?
Money-
If they got all this money and they got a mansion, they all got mansions.
Money only allows you to afford certain things.
It doesn't make you
It
happy.
doesn't make you happy, but at least you can buy something, right?
Right.
That's what it does. Other from
But
that,
these people are all wealthy beyond. They're
Yeah.
famous. They're adored by people. They're idols, and they're all committing suicide. And you have to
Yeah.
ask yourself why, because what you just got done telling me about money and materialism, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Money can't buy love, friend.
That's the point.
Money can't buy love, and it can't buy friendship, because if you think the money bought someone who's now your friend, wait until the
Where do
money's
you go
gone.
broke? What
Then
happened?
then you'll see
Where'd
if they're
he
your
go?
friend or not, right?
Where'd he
Yeah.
go? Where'd he go? You got it right.
Yeah, that's what it is, Will. So, look, man, I don't want to keep up any more of your time, but
All right.
you know, Will, you're a good man.
Good seeing you.
You're a good man. And if I'm around, my name is Peter, right?
Yeah, Peter.
And if you see me around, Will, don't hesitate to stop me. And if I see you around, I'm going to stop you.
All right, that's fine. But let me give you a tip.
Yeah.
I don't try to tell people what to do. If you're on 441 and you're going to stop, make sure you get into a parking lot.
That's what I just did. That's what. I'm not going to stop on 441 like that,
they
Will.
get mad.
Come on, Will.
They think they're on the freeway.
Yeah, yeah.
How dare this guy stop on 441?
So do you have lunch for the rest of the day or anything?
Oh, I got food. I'll be all right for the next couple of weeks. And I'm supposed to help a guy move this week. A guy
Okay.
that I work for. He bought a house. He's moving out of a trailer into a house. So, if I work for him, he doesn't like work. He's a very heavy guy, and he don't like working extended hours. But he gives me about $10 an hour. So
Okay.
I help him out 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 hours a day. I'm on 80 or $100 or something.
Yeah.
So if I'm eating, I'm happy.
There you go.
So
There you go. What
God's getting me with the program a little bit.
what you eat becomes you, but what you gather has nothing to do with you. So,
You gotta look
right.
at this from the right perspective, and it appears as though you do. You understand what's going on.
I understand, man. Trust me, I understand. All right, Will. It's good seeing you, man.
right.
All right. Love you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. And
Whoops.
all right. And be good, man.
Yes, sir.
Be good. All right.
I'll see you.
All right. You have a good one, Will.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you see these videos and you like anything about it, or you would like to donate, or you'd like to, give something to one of these homeless guys that I speak with, you can just let us know. All right, just reach out. You can send me an email at petergracey@gmail.com. That's petergracey@gmail.com. You can Cash App $Peter Gracey. And if you give me something for any one of these guys, what I'll do, I'll make sure it goes out on. We record it. I record it when I'm performing that gesture. So, all right, Peter Gracey, People Profile, out.